Welcome to this explainer. If you or someone you love has been feeling totally stuck in a mental health journey, we absolutely know how incredibly difficult that can be. Today, speaking right from our clinical practice at American Wellness Center, I really want to share a message of hope. We're going to dive into a genuine medical breakthrough for treatment-resistant depression. So let's get right into how we approach this and help you find your light again.
It's a really painful question, isn't it? What actually happens when traditional depression treatments just kind of stop working or never worked at all? What we consistently see with the patients we support, whether they're busy professionals, dedicated parents, or expats navigating life here in Dubai, is this profound sense of frustration. It is incredibly invalidating to try literally everything your doctor tells you to try, to put in all that hard work and still wake up feeling that same heavy cloud over you. A lot of our patients come to us feeling like they've failed. But actually, scratch that. It's the traditional treatments that haven't met their unique neurobiological needs. If you've been searching for relief and hitting a wall, you're not alone, and it is for sure not your fault.
Living with depression can feel like carrying an invisible weight. It's this deep, bone-weary exhaustion that a good night's sleep just doesn't fix. It's the sheer effort of pasting on a brave face for your colleagues or your kids when, on the inside, you're literally just trying to survive the next hour. And because it's invisible, the people around you might completely miss the immense stamina it takes for you just to show up every day. We deeply empathize with that heavy burden, because honestly, acknowledging the weight of that invisible backpack is the very first step toward finally taking it off.
In our experience at American Wellness Center, this invisible weight shows up in some very specific, really debilitating ways. The common challenges we tackle every single day include, of course, persistent low mood. But there's also this emotional numbness, that awful feeling of being totally detached from the people and things you used to love. Sometimes that's actually a direct result of traditional medications. We see patients dealing with unbearable side effects that just wreck their daily functioning. And especially here in our region, we see a ton of chronic expat burnout. The isolation, the culture shock, the emotional fatigue of building a whole life so far from home. So the takeaway here is absolutely crucial. We recognize these challenges as symptoms of a complex medical condition, not a personal failing.
Section 1. A breakthrough. Transcranial magnetic stimulation.
Okay, so what exactly is TMS? Well, it stands for transcranial magnetic stimulation, and it is an absolute game changer for treatment-resistant depression. It's a highly safe, FDA-approved, totally non-invasive treatment. So instead of relying on systemic chemicals, it uses these really gentle, targeted magnetic pulses. And what they do is activate the specific areas of your brain responsible for mood regulation. Because in a depressed brain, those areas are often kind of asleep or underactive. It's almost like gently waking those dormant parts of your brain back up. And honestly, the best part? No surgery, zero anesthesia, and literally no downtime. You could have a session and go straight back to the office or pick up the kids.
Now, to really get why this is such a big deal, we have to look at the alternatives. With traditional medication, which, don't get me wrong, is absolutely life-saving for many, people with treatment-resistant depression often get hit with rough systemic side effects. We're talking weight gain, sleep issues, and that emotional numbness we just talked about. Because a pill goes through your entire body, the effects are everywhere. TMS therapy, though, is a whole different ballgame. It's localized. It specifically targets just the brain regions involved in mood. Because it's so laser-focused, it completely skips those systemic side effects. It's a gentle, state-of-the-art option that works amazingly well as an alternative or even an add-on to your current care.
When you've tried medication after medication and nothing sticks, it's so easy to just lose hope. But you have to look at the data here. Studies show that roughly 60 to 70% of people with treatment-resistant depression see significant symptom improvement with TMS. Let that sink in for a second. We're talking about individuals for whom absolutely nothing else has worked. Yet, a strong majority of them find real relief, and many actually achieve long-term remission. To put that into perspective, that's 6 or 7 out of every 10 people finally getting their lives back. It's a wildly powerful statistic, and it's exactly why we are so incredibly passionate about offering this.
But what do those numbers actually look like in real life? Well, what we consistently see with the patients we support is this really beautiful progressive transformation. Usually within the first few weeks of consistent, completely painless sessions at our clinic, patients start noticing a gradual lifting of their mood. Their motivation comes back, they get clearer thinking, like that thick brain fog just finally evaporates. Many are even able to safely dial back their medication, under our medical guidance, of course. They start sleeping better, and most importantly, they get their hope back. They start actually engaging in their own lives again.
Section 2. Our Integrated Care Approach, the AWC Advantage.
Now, having this incredible technology is one thing, but how it's actually delivered, that makes all the difference. Located right in the heart of Dubai Healthcare City, the backbone of our clinical philosophy really boils down to one number, 59. Since we opened our doors back in 2016, we've grown into this incredibly dynamic team of over 59 highly qualified Western-trained clinicians. And we don't just do one thing. We cover over 20 distinct medical and mental health specialties. What that means for you is, when you come to us for TMS, you aren't just getting a technician pressing a button. You've got an entire collaborative network of top-tier professionals ensuring your care is completely comprehensive, ethical, and evidence-based.
So how does all that expertise actually map onto your healing journey? We've designed a structured, super personalized process. Step 1 is a comprehensive assessment. One of our board-certified psychiatrists will sit down with you, confirm if TMS is the right fit, and meticulously map out your specific brain targets. Step 2 is the customized TMS sessions themselves. These are relaxing, totally private treatments right in our comfortable clinic. And Step 3 is continuous progress monitoring. We never just set it and forget it. Our psychiatrists and technicians are constantly checking in on your response, tweaking things to make sure the treatment perfectly matches what your brain needs at that exact moment.
This whole wraparound ecosystem is what we proudly call the AWC advantage. Adults in Dubai choose us because, well, you have board-certified psychiatrists directly steering your care. Plus, we do therapeutic integration, meaning you absolutely can and often should keep up with your regular talk therapy while getting TMS. We also collaborate super closely on your medication management to make sure we're optimizing your results from every angle. And we do the whole shebang in a highly confidential, genuinely human-centered environment. It's the most advanced mental health technology out there, but delivered with a really personal, caring touch.
We've definitely covered a lot of ground today, from the heavy, invisible weight of depression to the amazing science behind TMS. In our experience at American Wellness Center, we absolutely know that recovery is possible. You really don't have to settle for a life that's just clouded by depression. We warmly invite you to reach out for a consultation, just to explore how we can help you find your light again. But as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final question to chew on. If that heavy, invisible backpack you've been hauling around for years could finally, actually be taken off, who could you become? And what would you do with your renewed life tomorrow?